going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network. This is the X Sports Network.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to X Sports Network, where we have traveled to Murfreesboro, Tennessee for the Warrior Classic Tournament. In the booth tonight with me is Mr. Cade Schultz. Cade, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, brother. Good to be here. A little chilly outside, a little windy, but excited to watch some Lady Cat softball.
Oh, for sure. And the Lady Cats didn't have the results they were looking for in the first game, but they come out here for the second one with good spirits and ready to get things started. This matchup tonight brought to you by Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Leading off tonight for South Gibson High School will be number 1, Kay Puckett. Looks like we're going to have number 13, Callie Brown, in the circle for the Lady Cats. First pitch there driven out into center field.
She was sitting on that one, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was ready to put it out there.
A lot of times the first pitch you see may be the best pitch you'll see of an at-bat.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
Leadoff hitter jumped all over that one for South Gibson and ends up with a double.
Up to bat now for South Gibson will be number 10, A. Allen. Callie did an excellent job yesterday evening in Tullahoma. Lady Cats were able to pull a sweep off there, win that game 18-8.
I believe the Lady Cats walked it off at home versus Tullahoma maybe a couple weeks ago or last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, they sure did. Brindley Gillum had a walk-off grand slam in the bottom of the seventh. And a strike in there from Callie Brown is going to make the count 1-1. South Gibson does have a runner on third base. And a high fly ball hit out to center field. Just gets over Lily Lloyd's head, and it's going to bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. That will bring in a run for South Gibson.
Probably that runner on third was going to score anyway. It was definitely hit deep enough. Wish we could have got an out there, but I don't see Lily making that throw, especially her momentum carrying her back. Even if she did catch that ball. Tough play though.
And with one run on the board for South Gibson, that's going to bring up number 3, Kay Reese. Pitch low, gets away from the catcher. It looks like we're going to have Annie Lloyd behind the plate tonight for Lawrence County.
Around the horn real quick. I think we got Schultz at third. Meanwhile, pop flying to left field. That'll be deep enough to bring in the run, but as I was saying, Schultz is at third, Gillum's at short. At second base we have Bree Dollar. First base we have Hadley Patterson. And then behind the plate, who did we say was behind the plate?
Annie Lloyd.
Annie Lloyd, there we go.
And that'll have Carly Van Pelt down in the left, Lily Lloyd in center, and Audrey Lovell in right. A hit up the middle there for number 24 for South Gibson. That'll be A. Whitmore. That'll bring up L. Hall. So one out for the Lady Cats here in the top of the first. First pitch to Hall going to get fouled out of play.
Looks like the top of this South Gibson order can put the bat on the ball, that's for sure. Callie's not really thrown that many pitches, don't feel like, but a lot of balls been put in play.
Yeah, and with a pass ball there, the runner is going to advance to second.
Thought she may have hit her on the foot.
Yeah, that was really inside.
I don't guess she did. Trying to get out of this jam here and keep the runner at second base. would be great. The Lady Cats could get out of this inning only giving up 2.
Yeah, it's definitely the start we're looking for. Like for it to be no run scored, but that's part of softball. Good block there from Annie to keep that one in front. That's going to make the count 3-1.
I believe Annie, the primary third baseman for the Lady Cats, behind the plate for the second game for them today, with Schultz will be over at third, and in the flex for the Lady Cats.
Hall will draw a walk. That's going to bring up number 18, A. Cannon.
I would think, brother, the home plate umpire zone may be a little, being late like this, being a little cold, a little windy, it may be a little wide. He may give a few balls off the plate. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how tight his zone is as we go throughout the game. But may help us out, may not.
Yeah, he's definitely not giving Callie the inside corner there. There's been at least 3 pitches I know that were in there good.
Right.
Ball hit down the third baseline there, going to get foul.
All 3 Lawrence County high school softball teams are up here this weekend, I believe, if I have that right. Lawrence County and then Summertown High School played today. They played 2 games today, and I think Loretta's making the trip up tomorrow to play tomorrow and Sunday. So all 3 Lawrence County high schools getting some action in this Warrior Classic in Murfreesboro.
Oh, for sure. And this looks like it's going to be a good tournament.
Mm-hmm. How many? We were talking about it a minute ago. Over 100 teams, I believe, possibly in this tournament.
Yeah, there's several. I know tomorrow we're going to play some teams from Indiana. So teams have come from far and wide to be here in Murfreesboro this weekend. Callie looking at a 3-2 count here. And a foul ball will keep it that way.
There's that inside pitch there. Again, like we were talking about a second ago. And
he's just not giving it to her.
Batter hesitated a minute in the box before she took her base, make sure the umpire didn't call it a strike, and he didn't. So
yeah, I didn't even see an appeal to the field umpire, so and that's fine if as long as they're calling it the same for the other team.
Both ways.
Base is now loaded for South Gibson.
Hopefully the Lady Cats can keep them runners where they are and come in to the dugout in the bottom of the first with. Looks like we're going to have a stoppage of play. Yeah, a couple of vehicles having their lights on out behind the center field fence. I guess they're going to try to get their attention to turn them off.
Yeah, those nighttime games, the headlights messes with the umpire, the catcher, and the batter.
Right.
Well, looks like we got one of them to turn them off.
The other one over here to the right, they ain't got their brights on. They look like they're a little dimmer.
Yeah, and it's not shining directly at home, so.
Right. Maybe looks like we're going to play on.
So Lawrence County looking at 1 out with the bases loaded. And ball fouled off. That's going to make the count 1-1. And one more fouled off. You know, as a defense, you hate to get into these situations, but these are the situations that make you better.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Working out of these situations builds character and experience.
Exactly.
Hard hit ball down the third baseline, going to get into left. And that'll put 2 more on the board for South Gibson.
I don't know if they hit it well in their game they just come off of on the other field, but they sure are swinging it well to start the game here versus the Lady Cats.
Yeah, I'd say playing back-to-back like that, they're probably pretty warm.
I know the Lady Cats, we were sitting up here in the booth, and they had probably 15 to 20 minutes where they come over and sit in the dugout and just got still.
Yeah, after they warmed up.
After they had already warmed up, waiting on South Gibson to arrive from their other field.
You know, Callie is doing an excellent job of throwing those inside pitches. I wish he'd give her a strike on
Yep.
on
that
that
was
pitch.
another one right there. That one was a little more over the plate, fouled straight back. I think the count's 2-1.
1-2.
1-2.
Number 45, Penny at bat now for South Gibson.
That one was a little too far inside there. Penny had to get out of the way of it. 2-2 the count. Yeah, anytime you see, I don't even know what you call them little deals, weather protectant.
Oh yeah, little shelters.
Little shelters. Anytime you see them, you know it's got to be a little chilly and it's got to be raining probably. Or should get it out there.
Yeah, a little flare out into shallow left field. Yes.
I guess the runner hung up at second, thinking the shortstop may have probably was going to catch the ball. I guess.
Yeah.
That's why she.
Well, and in that situation, it was a force. So
Right, it
she
was.
She had to go.
Right. She had to go.
So that'll be 2 outs for Lawrence County.
There's that inside pitch again. A little, maybe a ball or two off the inside corner. 1-0.
And South Gibson at the bottom of their lineup now with number 17, H. Simpson. Callie goes to a 2-0 count. And a ball foul back there will make it 2-1. And he does a good job there getting up and snagging that high pitch.
I'm looking at South Gibson's roster here, and unless something maybe is not right or they haven't updated their roster on max preps, they're all freshmen and sophomores. is all I'm seeing. There's one senior, I think, at the top right here. But all the rest is freshmen and sophomore. So it looks like, based off of what I'm seeing here, a pretty young team.
Yeah, that may very well be the case. Number 17 fouls one way out of play. That'll make the count full. Callie Brown and the Lawrence County Lady Cats looking to get the third out here. And that will do it. That is a Miss Millie's strikeout to take us to the bottom of the first inning. And we will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire. Comprehensive care.
1819, you're getting more than just an elevated dining experience here. We'll transport you to another world, a world where historic meets modern. You'll find your classic comfort staples to exotic delicacies, where unique flavors are combined to create your favorite dishes. Whether it's our locally and internationally inspired food or drink, including craft cocktails and local beers, we have something to satisfy every palate. If you're looking for your next meal or ready to host an event, discover the magic of 1819 today on the Square in downtown Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here on X Sports in the bottom of the first inning. John Patterson and Cade Schultz in the booth tonight for you. And South Gibson able to put up 4 runs there in the top of the first, but Lawrence County's definitely looking to come out here and answer right back.
We haven't batted yet. That's the way we'd always, if we try to have a little humor coming in the dugout if we had a few runs put on us in the top of the first. Well, we ain't batted yet, guys. We ain't batted yet.
Yeah.
So maybe the Lady Cats can get some runs and get bite into that lead that South Gibson's got on them right here.
Yeah. And we hope that's the case. Leading things off for Lawrence County is your center fielder, Lily Lloyd. Lily Lloyd hits a sharp ground ball into right field.
Great start.
That'll put her on first. And that's what you look for from your leadoff batter. Get on base. Up to bat now will be tonight's pitcher, number 13, Callie Brown. Lily Lloyd goes there, and she's going to get into second standing up.
Looks like that pitch might have been a shade touch low. Catcher might not fielded it, or received it, I should say, greatly. But anyway, doesn't matter. Lily's able to take second.
And she's going to move over to third.
Great base running there by your leadoff batter.
Yeah, that type of aggressive base running really gets the offense motivated. I mean, that lights a spark for any team.
It does. Look looking at anything really on the right side of the field here will more than likely, unless it's just a hot shot to the pitcher or to the first baseman, should more than likely get Lily home for the first Lady Cat run.
Yeah, and that outside pitch to Callie is going to make her count 1 and 2. Last night against Tullahoma, Callie had a home run with Lily Lloyd standing on third, so and she hits it back to the pitcher. Lily Lloyd does not advance, so that'll be 1 out for Lawrence County and bring up number 18, Elizabeth Hagan.
Like it was pretty well hit, just straight into the ground and right back to where it come from. See if Hagan can get in Lloyd from third. Get the first Lady Cat run on the board. A big fly here, 2-run shot would be pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Spark something, get something going for the Lady Cats.
And there we go. Hard hit ground ball into left field is going to bring Annie Lloyd across the plate and put Elizabeth Hagan on first base. So there's some momentum to get things going for Lawrence County. And that will bring up tonight's shortstop, Brindley Gillum. And this young lady right here swings with a lot of power. So if she makes good contact, it's going to go a long ways.
That pitch low and away there. If Gillum can get ahead in the count and make that South Gibson pitcher throw her a strike.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that right there. Now sitting at 2-0. So you got to know. You got to know a strike's coming. The pitcher's. She's got to come to her and look for Gillum to make contact here. And when she makes contact, usually it's barreled.
Oh yeah. Count to Gillum goes 3-0. So I'd say she's got the green light. And she does her job there. Advances Elizabeth Hagan to second and puts herself on first base.
A lot of offense here early in this late night matchup between South Gibson and Lady Cats from Lawrence County.
For sure. And that's going to bring up the first baseman, number 24, Hadley Patterson. First pitch up high for ball 1.
That was questionable. To me, I don't know. It might have fell over the.
Did he call that a strike?
He did.
Goodness gracious.
That looked up there.
Deep fly ball for Patterson. Right at the fence is going to get caught.
Man, about 5-6 more feet, and that would have been a 3-run home run right there.
Yeah,
I believe.
I thought that was gone. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up number 21, Audrey Lovell.
Another pretty big bat for.
Third baseman bobbles it, but she is able to gather it up. So we will go into the second inning. Lawrence County able to score 1 run there, and we'll be right back with you.
'Cause when I cross that county line, just off Highway 49, it all makes perfect sense. Man, I live for this.
Out here in these parts, this just isn't me. I've got the most hard music. Right on in my nearest biscuit.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody, here on X Sports Network. We are in the top of the second inning. Tonight's matchup between Lawrence County Lady Cats and South Gibson. South Gibson leads it 4-1. But I have a feeling that's not going to last long. Lawrence County definitely has a spark on offense. Definitely seeing the ball and hitting the ball well. First pitch in there from Callie Brown going to be called a strike. Makes the count 0-1. High fly ball into shallow center, shallow right. Audrey Lovell is going to get under it for out number 1. And that's what Lawrence County was looking for. Right there is that leadoff out. Excellent first pitch there from Kelly in there for strike. You know, even though we weren't able to put up but just one run there in the bottom of the first, I feel like I can feel Lawrence County's energy all the way up here.
Right.
They got that lead off out here in the top of the second, and
even a couple of the outs. Patterson's long, deep fly ball, the ground ball that ended the inning, was hit hard.
Right.
I mean, the outs were hard hit balls, so that's a good sign that the Lady Cat hitters are seeing the ball well in tonight's game versus South Gibson.
Definitely. And that foul ball there is going to make the count 2-2.
Anybody's listening and is a Braves fan back home, today was their opening day, and they took the win over the Royals down at Truist Park in Atlanta, 6-0. So maybe they can have a good season. And game 1 of 162 is complete. They got 161 to go. That's always amazes me, brother, how they're set, and there's several guys that play all 162.
Yeah, that is ridiculous amount of games, and that's going to be another Miss Millie strikeout for Callie Brown to make 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second. That'll bring up number 3 for South Gibson. Kay Reese.
And that ball's driven to left.
And that one will get over the fence.
It will be a home run. 2 out home run, too. And, man, you hate that. Get 2 quick outs on top of the second, 1 strikeout. And then South Gibson comes back with a solo shot with 2 outs.
Yeah. You know, that's never something that you want to happen as a pitcher or a defense, but, you know, Lawrence County knows how to handle things like that. They've been in situations like that before.
Can't dwell on that. It's over now.
That's exactly right.
Go on to the next batter.
And the next batter is going to be number 24, A. Whitmore. Excellent pitch there from Callie Bound. Going to get going to get hit way high into foul territory, and Hadley Patterson's going to get under it for out number 3. So that'll do it for the top of the second inning, and we'll be right back with Lawrence County Lady Cats batting after a word from our sponsors.
It's never been easier to buy a used car thanks to Prime Automotive Lawrenceburg. We believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating you right. Our friendly staff makes sure of it, helping you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget with financing options available. We're always getting new arrivals, making it easy for you to find what you need. Stop by for a test drive Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. We're located at the old Shoney's building on North Locust Avenue in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
Hello again, everybody. This is X Sports Network. This coverage of the Warrior Classic this evening brought to you by Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Up to bat here in the bottom of the second for Lawrence County will be tonight's catcher, number 6, Annie Lloyd.
Look at Annie just trying, just like her sister, Lily, the leadoff batter, doing anything to get on base. She's going to try and get on base.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's her mindset when she steps in the box. Of course, I didn't talk to her before the game or anything, but just by watching her play and how she handles the bat.
Yeah, and as a freshman, she steps in there with a lot of poise. You know, she does. She's a confident young lady.
She does.
She knows what her role is, and she's ready to do it every time. The pitch way outside there is going to make the count 1-2. And she does. Go ahead, brother.
Fair ball. Sorry I cut you off there.
No problem.
It looked like it hit the base and bounced up a little bit. I think it went right over top of the base, or it actually hit the base.
It did. That's going to bring up tonight's second baseman, number 2, Bree Dollar. We've got some speed over here on first base.
I don't know softball enough just yet. And this may be a dumb question, but when exactly can they steal? Is it when the ball leaves the hand?
Yep, it's when the pitcher releases the ball.
Okay.
And of course, in softball, you can't get a lead.
Right.
But,
right.
It is when the ball leaves the pitcher's hand.
Right.
And he gives South Gibson that inside pitch that he has not given Callie. So, Bree Dollar looking at I believe 1-2 count.
Chase that pitch outside there. Looked like it was a couple balls off the plate maybe. That's just the first out of the inning though. Hopefully Van Pelt can. Is she in the 9-hole for the Lady Cats?
She is.
Look at getting something through the infield and moving Annie Lloyd over to second, possibly third base, to flip that lineup over and get our leadoff batter back up to the plate.
Yeah, and Carly is another freshman herself, starting out in left field tonight. Super fast young lady and just all around good ball player. Pitch way up high there. Makes the count 1-1. And another high one for ball number 2.
South Gibson pitcher probably going to try to throw a strike here, and
that
does.
Well, from up here, that wasn't a strike.
Yeah. It looked like it was a ball or two off the plate.
And high for Carly's strike zone.
Right.
So count back even at 2-2. And with one inside, it goes full. Carly Van Pelt hits one deep.
That may be gone.
And that is gone, ladies and gentlemen. That young lady has just put one over the fence for a 2-run home run. That'll be brought to you by 1819 Restaurant.
And that gets the Lady Cats fired up there. The 9-hole in Van Pelt going deep, rolling the lineup over to the top of the order, and hopefully the Lady Cats can keep this thing going here in the bottom of the second inning, and we get a few more runs on the board.
That's awesome.
That is. That man, she got a hold of that ball, to say the least.
Oh, yeah. And looking at 2 strikes there, that's where, you
right.
Crowd the plate, choke up a little bit, and she did exactly what she wanted to do. Leadoff, number 8, Lily Lloyd, lays down a bunt. Throw gets past the first baseman.
She may get to third here. Looks like she's going to hold up at second. Great job there. I don't know if Charlie might have put that on or Lily made that decision by herself, but great job for the leadoff to recognize, coming off a home run, the defense may be.
Yeah, they're rattled a little bit. They're not prepared to cover a bunt, and it worked out.
It did.
And that's the type of thing that, lights a team up. That's the way these ladies play ball. And Callie Brown sends one deep into left field, but left fielder able to get to it.
Callie gets under that one just maybe a shade late as well. Just a little bit. Probably 10, 12 foot in front of the fence, I would say.
Yeah. Well, with Lily Lloyd in scoring position, that brings up number 18, Elizabeth Hagan. First pitch way up high and outside.
Got Hagan batting .360 on the season. As she dribbles one to the first baseman, she's going to be out.
Yeah, and Lawrence County able to put a couple more runs on the board there in the bottom of the second. So we'll take a commercial break and be right back.
This is your turf. These are your terms. And this is your mower. For a limited time, secure as low as 0% financing or choose model rebates when you purchase an all-new Bobcat zero-turn mower. Command rugged durability and innovative cutting decks that leave razor-sharp results. See your Bobcat dealer for details and rule your turf.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real in Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
Over a century ago, Henry Ford put America on wheels. And since 1930, Sharp Motor Company has carried that legacy forward right here in Pulaski, Tennessee. Family owned and family operated, Sharp believes the secret to longevity is simple. Treat every customer like their family. Sharp Motor Company, Ford and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, located at 1516 West College Street in Pulaski.
And welcome back, everybody. Looks like South Gibson's leadoff for the top of the third inning is going to have a ground rule double. I believe that's number 14, L. Hall. Lawrence County with a home run from Carly Van Pelt, 2-run home run, is able to bring the score 3-5.
Runner's going to advance. Looks like she may be. No, she was kind of running funny. Looked like she hamstring tightness or had a cramp or something.
Yeah. That ball from South Gibson is going to go foul. I believe that'll make the count for Kelly Brown 1-1.
Cannon is your batter for South Gibson now after trailing Hall, who hit a ground roll double just a moment ago. A lot of offense today.
Yeah.
Tonight. About said today, it's about 8:30, I guess. 9:30. Man, I was an hour off.
Yeah, the tournament's running just a little bit behind, which is, I guess you'd say, normal for
right.
a softball or baseball tournament.
Right, especially with this many teams and 2 different locations,
right.
That is.
Callie Brown has got a 2-2 count with a runner on third. And number 18, for South Gibson fouls that pitch straight back into the backstop. Hard hit ground ball there, going to get into left field, bring in one more run, and that will be a double.
Throw comes into first base.
Yeah, that throw was a little offline there, but Patterson able to gather it up. You know, and you mentioned that young lady running the way she did. I believe she did have, maybe a slight injury or something.
My sister being down at third base, I know that ball was hit hard, but I guess that's why they call it the hot corner at third base. I wish somehow she could have got her glove on it, but it was hit down the line. It was going to be a tough play anyway. That ball was lined into center field by Turnbow.
And Lily Lloyd is going to grab that thing up and get it back in quick, trying to make a double play there at second, but that'll be first out for South Gibson. Bring up number 45, Penny.
Looks like JC down there at third, maybe hugging that line just a little closer now.
Yeah, she's done said, I'm not letting another one get by me. Look at that dust cloud there. This wind is really whipping this evening. It played a factor in that first game for sure. As far as fly balls, it looks like sometimes they just hang up there in the air. You hit one in the center and land in left.
Ball right back at Brown, and she has hit around the ankle area, maybe shin area. Hopefully it's the shin area. Hopefully she wasn't hit right on the ankle or.
Yeah, you hate to see that. We'll take a commercial break and let Coach Lloyd check on his pitcher.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. It looks like Lawrence County is going to have to make a pitching change. That'll bring number 18, Elizabeth Hagan, to the circle, and Callie Brown took a hard line drive off the lower leg there. Hope that young lady's okay.
I believe this is number 45 number 17, Simpson, batter for South Gibson, 9-hole hitter. Yeah, hopefully Callie all good and nothing too serious, just a bruise maybe.
Definitely. Pitch does get to the backstop, but runner on third is going to stay, but that will advance the runner that was on first to second base. Lawrence County still got one out here in the top of the third. The score is 6-3. Excellent pitch from Hagan up and in there. Is going to be called strike. The young lady swung. Looked like she wanted to put that thing in the woods, but just couldn't connect. And ball fouled off there. Going to make the count 1-2.
Lady Cats looking at keeping them runners where they are. Seems like the base paths have been. There's been ducks on the pond just about every inning.
Oh, for
consistently
sure.
So far for South Gibson, but hopefully Hagan can settle in here and get Gibson out and leave 2 runners on second and third. Gets her a swing and miss there, and that'd be a strikeout, I believe.
Yes, sir. That's going to be a Miss Millie's strikeout for Lawrence County to make it 2 outs.
That's a big out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Right up the leadoff batter and Puckett for South Gibson. Think about it, this will be the first time Puckett or hitters 1 through 8 will face Hagan, so
yeah,
maybe that'll work to our advantage.
Ball hit over to JC at third base. Throw there a little offline. Runner's going to make it all the way to third.
Yeah, you got to make that throw there, especially 2 outs. Your pitcher comes in, gets a ground ball and fielded it clean. Just made a wide throw, bad throw.
Score now 8-3 South Gibson. Hagan comes in there with pitch number 1, a strike, and second pitch going to be fouled down the third base side. Makes the count 0-2.
The left fielder in Allen, I believe that's number 10, is in the box for South Gibson, and she fouls that one off to the left side. We'll do it again. 0-2, I believe.
Yeah, that's a... Oh, great play, Brindley. So that's going to do it for the bottom of the third inning with South Gibson leading 8-3. Lawrence County will be back in the batter's box after these messages.
There's no job too big or too small for Gonzalez Lawn and Landscapes. Owner Chris Gonzalez works hard to make your commercial or residential properties one of the neighbors will envy. You won't find a lower price anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. We offer mowing, landscape removal, small construction jobs, and more. Our team is licensed and insured to ensure the best work for Lawrence County and surrounding areas. Your satisfaction is our goal. We won't leave until you're happy. Call today to set up a free quote.
Bringing a taste of New York to the Tennessee Valley since 2013, Pie Factory has just the pizza to satisfy your craving. From sweet to savory, from pies to calzones, we make it all fresh, by hand, every day with our tried and true age-old techniques. Whether you're dining in or taking it to go, we know you'll love our specialty pizzas or even your very own creation. Stop by one of our locations, Florence, Muscle Shoals, or Lawrenceburg, or order online today.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in the bottom of the third inning, and Lawrence County did have to make a pitching change there. junior pitcher Callie Brown was hit by the ball line drive there to the lower part of her right leg, I believe. Leading things off here for Lawrence County is going to be number 1, Brindley Gillum. And Brindley had a single her first at bat.
Coming in this game, Brindley hitting just over 370 on the year. Great bat for the Lady Cats. She does have a home run and 9 RBIs. That home run coming, I'll mention that real quick. A walk-off, I believe, versus Tullahoma. Big district game at home. A few nights ago.
And she fouls one off down the third baseline. She comes out aggressive. She's wanting to put runs on the board or runners on the base for her teammates.
For sure. That ball's lit up.
Little flare out into right field. That's going to get down. So that's going to be another single for Brindley Gillum. And that's going to bring up number 24, Hadley Patterson. Hadley had a fly out to left field, her first at bat. She's going to take ball 1 up high there.
Also a good bat here for the Lady Cats, batting just under 300 at 297 coming into this game. So very solid bat here for the Lady Cats in the middle of the order, heart of the order for this Lady Cat softball team. Hopefully we can bite into the lead South Gibson's got on us here, and ball may, oh no.
And she is going to be called safe.
I don't believe she slid back in, did she? She went in.
No, she just kind of ducked under the tag there. That's going to bring up number 21, Audrey Lovell.
Lovell coming in with 2 home runs and 13 RBIs on the year, batting .433, leading the team. So looking for a ball to be put in the green somewhere out there, hopefully by Lovell, and getting Gillum around the base paths. Eventually, hopefully, we can get her into to score.
Yeah, Lovell is a great ball player and a great bat for Lawrence County. She's going to have a 1-2 count. Looks like she may be just a little bit behind the ball there. Fouls one off to stay alive.
Lovell has 2 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs. So very, like you mentioned earlier, very, very good bat for Lawrence County. Hopefully she can come through here and get Gillum in, or at least move her over for the next batter.
Oh, for sure. Fouls another one back.
Looks like Lovell's a little cold too. She's still got her jacket on.
Yeah, which I don't blame her.
I know it.
It's a big change from the weather a couple days ago.
Right. I had class over at UT Southern Thursday in Pulaski, and one of my sports sports classes, individual and team sports classes. We had it outside, and man, it was nice. I was in shorts and in a t-shirt, and we got to go outside that day, and man, it was pretty. And now it seems like it's middle of January.
Right. And Audrey has an excellent at bat there to draw a walk, and that walk is going to be brought to you by Heritage Automotive. That'll bring up number 6, Annie Lloyd. I believe Annie's got a single on the night. Runners on first and second for Lawrence County. We just one out.
Talk about getting on base a minute ago. Of Annie's 12 hits, 10 of those are singles. So similar to her sister in the leadoff spot, just looking to find a way to get on base.
Yeah.
And make contact with the ball. She clearly can see it well, coming in at batting .364 on the season coming into this game. So
little grounder over to the shortstop is going to be an out for Annie Lloyd, but that will put both runners in scoring position and bring up second baseman number 2, Aubrey Dollar.
Big spot here for Dollar. With, is there 2 outs, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got 2 outs and score 8-3 South Gibson.
Hopefully we can rally with 2 outs right here, and
yeah, that'd be real good. We're
get them runs in and bite into this lead South Gibson's got on us.
Yeah, close this deficit just a little bit, and that was another one of those inside pitches that.
Yep.
He just
again, if he starts giving it, that's fine. Hopefully he can give it both ways.
Exactly.
Dollar batting .143 on the season. Not many at bats though, just 7 at bats.
Yeah.
So does have a hit.
Takes a high outside pitch there to make the count 1-2. Bree Dollar's a really speedy runner and an excellent ball player, so she's due a hit. You know, she's
right.
That strikeout there will do it for the bottom of the 3rd inning. And we'll see you back here in the top of the 4th after a word from our sponsors.
Right in the heart of the downtown square in Lawrenceburg stands a true local treasure. Holland's Drug Store, the oldest business on the square. Holland's is a name you have trusted since the 1960s. Expert pharmacists Richard and Brooke are proud to offer personalized care, including compounding, while providing you fast and friendly service. They accept most insurance plans, so you can get what you need without a hassle. And while you're here, don't forget to explore the gift shop filled with local novelties, willow tree, seasonal home decor, and so much more. Holland's Drug Store, local and lasting.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tennessee Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tennessee Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tennessee.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, everybody. Lawrence County was scoreless there in the 3rd inning, but we are still still just in the fourth inning, so we've got quite a bit of ball left to play.
Where was that pitch?
It
looked good.
Yeah, it did.
I guess
it
had to be low.
Yeah.
It wasn't in or out. I know that.
Ball just fouled down the first base line. Makes the count 1-1. That's going to be number 3 for South Gibson. Up the bat, Kay Reese.
Speaking of Hagen, I believe she's done well since her freshman year in a starter. Basically, in baseball, we would say, he's our guy. I guess for the Lady Cat softball team, she's been probably for sure for 3 of her 4 years at Lawrence County, probably their main starting pitcher, and Elizabeth Hagen on the mound.
Oh yeah, she's definitely done well for Lawrence County,
right.
And hoping to do well as she moves on to UT Southern after this season. First batter there for South Gibson is going to fly out to right field. Audrey Lovell, quick to get under that thing, and looks like number 24 for South Gibson, A. Whitmore, is going to foul the first pitch off.
Hopefully Hagen can make quick work of South Gibson hitters and get our Lady Cats back up at the plate. Give them a chance to get some runs on the board.
And Brindley Gillum fields a ground ball there, and looks like Hadley scoops it up over at first for out number 2. Excuse me, that'll bring up number 14, L. Hall. And that pitch right there is, that's bothered me all evening, but
yep.
From here it looks like an excellent inside pitch.
Right. And you can see it looks like the umpire positions his body over. It's not like if the catcher moves in, he moves with her.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So he's in line with where that ball is crossing the plate at.
And now he's set up just a little inside, so he ought to have a perfect view of it.
Right.
And Hall with a swinging strike there, going to make the count 2-1. Now that pitch was a little inside, so that'll be ball 3. Excellent pitch there from Hagen to bring the count full. And I like both of the Lawrence County pitchers a lot. Callie has a lot of movement and creates a lot of pop-ups.
Right.
And Elizabeth is, both pitchers do an excellent job at hitting the corners. But Elizabeth is spot on most of the time, hitting the edges. Just sometimes the umpires won't give it to you.
Right. And I can tell you, as Elizabeth loses Hall there and allows her to get to first base, from being over at UT Southern and calling several games over there and being their PA announcer over in Pulaski, Tennessee, NAIA ball, and I know it's not SEC ball, Division I ball, anything like that, but still it's very competitive softball, and if it's a ball off the plate, they don't give it to you in college.
No.
It tightens. It's amazing how how the zone tightens up from high school to college, and in baseball as well. So maybe, like we mentioned earlier, with Hagan going to UT Southern, and she does a very well job at hitting those corners and hitting her spots. That should play well over there, and with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
With the college zone, if she can adjust to it and know what they're calling, know what they're giving.
Right. So Hagen's got a 2-1 count to number 18 for South Gibson. Runner on first base, 2 outs. And a great pitch there is going to make the count even at 2-2.
Good. Maybe a touch high, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess I was a little off on the count, but number 18 will draw a walk.
Looks like we're going to have a pitch runner here. Brother number 8, I believe that is. For South Gibson. Good start to that bat. 0-1 the count. Oh no. That ball's lined up to center field. Lined up the middle to center field, and it's going to get under the legs of Lily Lloyd. That ball was hit hard.
Yeah.
Looked like she might have just misplayed it, and then before she realized it was on her, it was by her.
Yeah. Yeah, that will bring in 2 more runs for South Gibson. Makes the score 10-3. Now we got number 45 up to bat. That's going to be Penny. And a good pitch there. Gets number 45 to swing. Makes the count 1-2. You know, Hagen, I'm sure, without a doubt, she'd love to get a strikeout right here.
Right.
You know, an infield out would be great too.
And that's good. Looks like that's going to hit.
Bree's going to take that off the shin, I believe.
Yeah, Dollar's going to get hit in the shin by a ground ball there.
I think we'll take a commercial break here.
Are you looking for quality meat and local goods you can trust? Visit Piney Branch Meats and Mercantile at 100 J.R. Story Way in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. We offer homegrown, local beef, pork, and eggs, along with a full mercantile stocked with Tennessee-made products. Whether you're planning a cookout or filling the freezer, you'll find honest quality and friendly service at Piney Branch Meats and Mercantile.
This is the X Sports Network.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like Bree Dollar's going to be all right. She is ready to play. And a ground ball over there to J.C. Schultz is going to be thrown just a bit high. That'll put runners on second and third for South Gibson. Bring in one more run. First pitch to number 1 for South Gibson is the leadoff, Kay Puckett. She fouls that ball down the third baseline.
We have 2 outs, correct?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've got to get out right here.
Right.
You know, we're in the 4th inning, but these tournament games are on a time limit. So
Right.
Slow roller to Brindley Gillum.
Play maybe at the plate, and
she gets her.
Way to stay with it there, and Patterson at first base to. Man.
Yeah, in the inning. That's not the inning we wanted. We'll be right back with you here on X Sports.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning. South Gibson leading 11-3. Lawrence County has had a little bit of a rough go. But, you know, game will go on.
Right.
That's going to bring up the left fielder, Carly Van Pelt, and Carly had a home run earlier.
Got to adjust. Things ain't going to go your way. We know that, at times, but got to adjust, and the effort's got to be there, which I feel we're given that. But a lot of times it can be 100 on the effort and 0 on the execution.
Mm-hmm.
But that's with all of us, so hopefully we can get some runs back here in the bottom half of the inning.
Oh, for sure. Carly quickly goes to a 2-0 count. Hard hit ground ball over to third base. Throw will be in time for out number 1. And that's going to bring us back to the top of our lineup with number 8, Lily Lloyd. Lily Lloyd has, despite the score, had a really good evening this evening. She had a home run in our first game, and she's had a single and a bunt single here in this game.
Another base hit right there.
Well hit ball.
Looked like that ball might have been on the outside, middle away anyway. Great job to go with the pitch.
Yep.
Is that Tevye Stadium going to pinch hit here for, or just bat for
Yeah,
Callie
she's going
Brown?
Yeah, she's going to come in to bat for Callie, and Tevi is a senior this year.
Transfer from Collinwood.
Yep.
Played, I want to say 8 or 9 basketball games before fracturing her right foot, I believe it is. And that put her out the rest of the basketball season and part of this softball season.
Yeah.
And now she's able, slowly making her way back. We see from up in the booth she's got a brace on, but
yeah,
hopefully she can make an impact for this lady Wildcat softball team here as we continue on throughout the season.
Yeah, and she has made a great impact on this team. You know, Tevi brings a lot of good energy to the team.
Oh, for sure.
She's a positive young lady.
That goes real far, and especially being an upperclassman. To them freshmen and sophomores, you can see the leadership and definitely. From what I hear from my sister, who is a sophomore on the team, she is a great example and one you definitely want to have up there to look up to, and not only just for softball or for softball IQ for the game, but also just in life, like you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Lily Lloyd does advance to second base there off of a low pitch, and Tevi has worked her way back to a 2-2 count.
That about got her on the foot there.
Yeah.
I'm glad she was able to get out of the way of it.
And on that pitch, Lily's going to move over to third, so Tevi steps back in with a full count. Runner in scoring position. Still just one out for Lawrence County. Excellent bat for Tevi. She's going to draw a walk there.
Believe they'll probably have to get her a pinch runner.
Yeah. That's going to be number 7, Laney Littrell. Laney, another one of Lawrence County's freshmen this year.
That just goes to show you there, got to be ready.
Yep.
When your number's called, you never know maybe when the situation may present itself or when the opportunity may come. But
yeah, and we had last year we had 6 seniors graduate, and girls went on to do other things. Some are playing ball in college, and we did lose some great talent, but we gained a lot of great talent this season, so definitely bright things to come for Lawrence County. Up to bat now is Elizabeth Hagan, and she is looking at a 2-0 count. She's got a runner on second and third. Still just one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Looks like the coach for South Gibson is going to make a quick mound visit. Not even going to bring her infield in, just going to talk to her pitcher, try to settle her down, and situation. Got a couple runners on. Seems like she's getting a little wild here. Throwing a few balls to the backstop, so maybe it'll work to our advantage.
Yeah. Excellent hit from Elizabeth Hagan.
Gonna score 2, looks like.
Yep. Great job. 2 RBI single for Elizabeth Hagan. We'll close that gap. Make the score 11-5.
I think our Charlie Lloyd here, and, if we come back and get the win, great, but great pick there by third baseman for South Gibson on a hard-hit ball.
And they will get Hagan on the force at second, but that will be a single for Gillum.
As I was saying, just maybe looking at just seeing compete and fight in these girls, from being down, and if we come back and win, great. And obviously that's what we want to come away with the win. But being a tournament game, on a Saturday, maybe in a during the middle of the season, you just want to see these girls fight and how they deal with adversity.
Yeah. Well, I believe that is going to.
So it won't be the final.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it for tonight's game.
That was good timing after I just said,
just
made those words.
Thank y'all for joining us here on X Sports. And I guess we'll see you tomorrow. First game will be at 10 a.m.
This is the X Sports Network.